Welcome back. For many years I taught large groups of adults drawing, and the very first thing I used to get my group of adults to do was to draw a house and a garden. And there could be a huge group of adults, men, women, all different ages, different backgrounds, and they would either draw that or they would draw that. Now you're laughing now, aren't you? Because you know that that's what you would draw. Right, so for me to explain why we're all drawing the same thing, I need to take you back to your childhood. So here we are, this is you, age 1. You pick up a pencil and you just scribble. So that's age 1. At about the age 2, it becomes very interesting because children start to make a circle. That circle then becomes something. It becomes a pictogram, and the pictogram is a symbolic thing. So this becomes mummy or the dog. As you can see, it's got 2 eyes. The pictogram gets a little bit more complicated, and you see things like this. Children love eyelashes, and that's probably around about a 4-year-old. Moving on a little bit, age 5, and you've got, again, these pictograms, the sun, tree, and a person. And these pictograms develop, so we get, and you probably recognise these kinds of things if you've got children, grandchildren. So you get things like this. This is a pictogram for a cow, this is a car, a tree, a butterfly, fish. And then boys go seriously weird at about the age of 10 and start doing all kinds of weird things. But again, they're all pictograms. Pictograms are symbolic for images. They're not real images. Round about the age that we're going to secondary school, the pictograms become a little bit more sophisticated, but they are still symbols. They're not really proper drawings. Now this is where I think it gets very interesting. Right, here we are, look, age 5.5. Now look at the difference between that and somebody doing exactly the picture age 40. Scarily, they've not developed. Look, clouds, clouds, the sun, the tree, the tree. Let's show you that again. There's a fish, age 12, a child's drawn that age 12. This is somebody age 40. Again, look, a butterfly, age 12, butterfly, age 40. Age 8, a person, age 40, a person, age 6. So it just shows that these are not drawings. These are just symbols that we have in our head. And when we draw something, this is what we're trying to do. And this is at the point where you're thinking, I can't draw. It's because you are using these pictograms, you're using these symbols. And these symbols are what you laid down at the age of 5. That's why you think you can't draw. Now let me explain what's going on in your head. You can tell I used to teach big classes because it's a bit large and it's a bit battered. Right, so what's going on in your head? Your head's in 2 parts. You've got the left side of your head and you've got the right side of your head. Now, all those pictograms, all those symbols I've been showing you are in here. Now, that's a bit of a problem because this bit of the head can't draw. This bit of the head, the left-hand side of the head, is where we have language. It's where we store anything logical. It's where our sense of time is stored. Now this is bit of our head, the right bit of our brain is where the arty bit is. And that's the little bit we need to plug into to enable us to draw. Now the problem is this bit of the brain, the left bit of the brain, is really, really bossy. And when you go to draw something, say let's say you want to draw a tree. So you go outside with your sketch pad and you think, right, I'm going to draw that tree. Now what happens is the left bit of your brain, that bossy left bit, we can't draw, remember, comes in, it says, oh, hang on a minute, I've got a really good symbol, I've got a really good pictogram for that, la 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 la. And then you draw a tree, and then something very strange happened. You're not satisfied with that. And that left brain, which has been the bit that has drawn that, then says it's rubbish. It's rubbish, you can't draw, you're rubbish. So it judges itself and it tries to destabilise you. And the reason it tries to destabilise you is it does not like to be turned off. Now, there are various ways of turning it off so you can draw. And I did one of those in the first video. If you remember, I got you to draw your signature upside down. Because your signature was upside down, it was meaningless. It couldn't be a signature. It couldn't be a symbol. So because it was upside down, you were just having to rely on abstract things like loops and swirls, and the left-hand side of the brain cannot cope with that. And so it has to try and switch off. And what I was trying to explain to you yesterday was that you have to relax into that. You have to give that naughty, bossy left brain side time to just go away and quieten down. So I've got another very, very simple, I'm only doing one exercise with you today because I think it's quite a lot to take in. You might need to revisit this video to understand it all. One of the ways then was to get you to do something back to front, or upside down, and yesterday we did the upside down one. Today we're going to do the back to front one. So we're going to do a pictogram first. I'm going to get you to do, there's a head, a nose, let's say a mouth, just do a chin, a neck. We could even give them some teeth like that. So let's give a nostril. So very quick because it's just a symbol. Right, then I want you to do that back to front. Now immediately I can't do this because I'm trying to mimic that. So I'm starting to use, let's get rid of that. I'm starting to use other bits of my brain, and this is when my right brain will have to start kicking in. Can you see immediately I've taken my hand back, so I'm holding my pencil much looser. And I'm doing what I taught you yesterday, which is this pentimenti. So I'm just kind of feeling my way round, and I'll probably make lots and lots and lots of alterations. At this point, you might start to panic and that's absolutely normal, because at this point, the left-hand brain is coming in and saying, you can't do this, you're rubbish, you can't do it, you can't do it. And I can absolutely promise you, if you just keep going, and it's like this, look, it's really scratchy. If you keep going, I promise you that the left-hand brain will turn off and you will be able to draw that. You will end up with something exceedingly weird. You will end up with a kind of a weird vase thing. But can you see the difference between this line, a pictogram line, and that line? And that's the pentimenti, that's your drawing line. That's what a drawing line should look like. So that's all I'm asking you to do today, because I say there's quite a lot of information to take in. Over the next few videos, I will be teaching you ways in which you can turn that bossy left-hand side of your brain off and access the arty bit of your brain. So thank you very much for watching.